You can't miss the end of the week feeling as it comes with an overwhelming joy. Now, it's Friday!
It's Friday! Okay,
Thank God it's Friday, people.
Now, we believe you have had an absolutely great week with us here, and thank you very much for being there for us. Thank you for making the show absolutely spectacular. We couldn't have done it without you.
Now, the weekend proper starts with us, and hopefully it starts with a big bang.
Yes, indeed. So get ready for a refreshing edition on your premium breakfast show here with us at Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Tope Olowoniyan. Now, guess what? If you have to move, you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Now, also send in your comments with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC on all our social media platforms.
And of course, you can watch all our exciting episodes from all through the week and even from before that on YouTube. So please go on there and subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment. And also this Friday we have someone special joining on Wake Up Extra by 2:30 p.m. via IG Live.
Yeah, so you definitely want to follow us on Instagram, TVC Connect, and get ready because 2:30 is going to be lit. Now, Mazino, how about you tell us what we're going to do today?
It's very interesting, and it's based on you being a fantastic actor.
You've come. You started.
So
you started.
We just had to do something that you're going to champion.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So watch out for that one. It's game. It's
game day. Okay.
So let's kick off your weekend with some words of motivation from Jude Gideonwo on Daily Vulnerables. My life.
I figured.
Gun to my head.
Energy was too much.
Relative. It's relative.
Those vibes that you say, hey, oh yeah, stand up. They don't know.
Okay, so I dance best when I'm sitting.
It's very relative. See, the thing is, well, dance is about the spirit. It's about, you know, communication with your inner self.
I
So
think
everybody has their own. Just leave everybody
I think
their own.
Nigerian dance has to do more about character, and especially your facial expressions.
Exactly.
You know,
like if you know that, hey, yeah, I've not gotten it.
You're looking like you're having a seizure or something. That's your average. Your average face is like you're
and then
having
you have to be able to hype. You have to be able to shout like,
What one is that one?
Get it,
Am I getting it right?
You've never gotten it. You have like,
Who can do it better except you?
Friday.
Yes.
What's up?
I'm sure you're looking forward to the big games, aren't you?
Oh, yes. It's been, you know, after like, 4 months of no sports, no football, it's back to back. You're having the Europa League final today, Champions League final on Sunday, and then next Sunday is the Carling Cup. The season is already beginning, just back to back. So, yeah, we're here for all of that.
Managing with the whole, you know, semi-lockdown type thing.
So,
because I know football is like really tough when it's a nighttime thing.
So you had to, what happened was that in games, you have simulated atmospheres. So what happens is that they have a pre-recorded the audio of a previous game. They just lift it and, you know, simulate it around the stadium speakers.
You get that.
So people can feel it. Because when it started, the first few matches, it was just like training.
Oh, you mean that's what they do in the stadiums?
That's what they do now.
Yeah.
You know, so people are not allowed. And the UK is working towards a plan to, you know, gradually allow people into stadiums. They're looking at October. They're not yet sure. It's still is not, you know, certain yet. But gradually, yes. Some countries like Belarus, some countries in Europe already have fans, limited capacity. Russia, yes, maybe. They have a vaccine.
Russia just want to show off.
Have they said anything?
They said their vaccine has passed all the tests.
Sputnik.
And, you know, you seen that movie, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it's actually the name of the vaccine.
The name of the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, Sputnik.
Isn't that?
It's a movie. It's a spaceship.
I was going to say that went to
There's a movie, but there's a movie Sputnik and a creepy movie, man.
Oh, yeah?
Very creepy.
Talking about movies, you have entertainment for us.
Lockdown.
Yeah. Kevin Hart and Will Smith, of course. Reboots are the main thing now.
Yeah.
I mean, Nollywood is rebooting almost everything, and we're here for it.
Do you know what I'm excited about?
What?
Fresh Prince is getting a reboot.
Yes.
Am I really excited?
I don't know.
Where did you grow up?
I feel like they're going to ruin
What planet?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just leave the Fresh Prince.
Exactly.
No,
because we can watch it.
I like it. I like that it's going to get a reboot because I'm looking forward to what they can do about it. Because it's going to be drama format now. And I love the dramas that I've been, you know, that are showing on Netflix. So I'm curious Plus,
It was good enough. I feel like, because you can always go back to it.
Yeah, you can go back and enjoy it as though it was fresh.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the reason why they're not calling it the Fresh Prince. So it's going to be Bel Air. So there's a difference.
Well, anyways, let's see.
Sorry, do that again, Mike. Sorry.
Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. But the big one is that Kevin Hart and Will Smith, for the first time, are working on a project together.
Okay.
So they never have?
They never have.
Not that they have a beef, though.
No.
They just never have.
Cool. They never have. So they always, Kevin Hart said, I was always waiting for the right time. So it feels like this is the right time. So I'm looking forward to what it's like.
Yeah, I think I'd like to actually see what it's like, because both of them have this element of comedy. Well, Kevin Hart is all comedy.
Yeah,
Will Smith has an element of comedy.
The comedies are very different, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Will Smith is a very relatable type character when it comes to his comedy.
Okay.
Kevin Hart is a bit...
Yeah, true.
too much.
I mean, he's all the way down there.
So you gotta see me.
So for you to see him,
the character has to show forth, like it has to bring
he has
out
to
that
make a lot
stuff
of
and all
effort
that.
for you to see that, oh, you're there.
Who's your best stand-up comedian? Let's divide this to African and then...
Man.
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is up there.
He's very conscious.
Dave Chappelle is up there because these are the people that they don't just write a joke. They bring out what's happening. They even talk about the most serious things, and that's why I love Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Boom.
They will talk about Trevor Noah will bring. If it was Nigeria, talk about terrorism. You understand how deep it is.
Yeah.
You would feel the message. You would smile, maybe even laugh, but not. You will not offend anybody.
Yeah.
He's one comedian that hardly apologizes. Now, apologizing for
Because he
comedian.
doesn't have to, because he's
exactly.
You know what he does? He takes the most sensitive matters, he makes you laugh, slips the truth in your mouth while you're laughing, and then when you take it in, you're like,
well, exactly.
He has a point.
Those guys are off the hook. So that's why Trevor Noah, he's the man. Of course, he always tell you that Dave Chappelle is his mentor. He was, but Dave Chappelle is very, very explicit.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But Trevor Noah keeps it very, very respectable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Trevor Noah, I think Trevor Noah is...
All right, so let's get the show started. We're going to let Tope do the news, and when we get back, we're going to be on a roll.
Yes, I will take the news now. The Nigerian military authority says troops will continue to support efforts by the government to resettle IDPs in their homeland. Coordinator of the Defense Media Operation, Major General John Enenche, explains that in spite of the attacks on troops in Kakuwa in Borno State, efforts are on to ensure the IDPs are properly settled. Defense correspondent Sifon Essien reports.
Security forces continue to battle bandits, insurgents and other criminals in various theaters of warfare days after insurgents attacked troops deployed in Kukawa, Borno State. 8 insurgents were killed and 3 soldiers lost their lives. The locals are picking up bits and pieces of their lives in the aftermath of efforts by the Borno State government in resettling them in their homeland.
Whatever we are doing is strictly in line with the directive given by the Commander-in-Chief to the armed forces and other security agencies to go and do more.
2 days before the attack in Kukawa, the Nigerian Air Force carried out aerial strikes on several targets in the Sambisa forest and on the fringes of the Lake Chad. The targets are similar to those identified by the Borno State Governor in a recent visit to the Nigerian Air Force headquarters.
Tumbuma Baba, on the 16th of August 2020, one of the island settlements on the fringes of the Lake Chad. Additionally, the logistics facilities of VHC at Bukameram on the fringes of the Lake Chad were also destroyed on the 17th of August 2020. Their attack on the locations scored devastating hits on the settlement, killing no fewer than 20 terrorists and destroying their structures.
This group is rallying for support for the troops and the efforts of the federal government in tackling the security challenges in the country. But for the security forces, enforcing the fragile peace in order to pave the way for IDPs to be resettled is a tall order.
For the military authorities, timely and actionable information is required to continually support the effort of the government in resettling the IDPs in their homestead. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
The Oyo State Police Command has placed a bounty of 500,000 naira for anyone with useful information that could lead to the rearrest of 19-year-old suspected serial killer Sunday Shodikwe, who recently escaped from police custody on the 11th of August in Ibadan. Police Commissioner Joe Nwowu made this development known in a statement made available to TVC News, in which he expressed displeasure over the sudden disappearance of the suspect alleged to be the mastermind behind series of killings that have engulfed the Akiyele local council district of Oyo State. The police boss also implored residents to be vigilant while ensuring that the suspect would face the full wrath of the law. The police in Kano State have again rescued another man who has unlawfully been locked up for 30 years in a solitary room by his relatives. The relatives were reported to have held the man, whose name is yet to be known, for having a psychiatric problem. The victim, 55-year-old, was tied to a log of wood with a metal, preventing him from moving around. Confirming the incident to TVC News, the Kano police spokesman Abdullahi Haruna said the victim has been admitted in a medical facility at Rogo local government area, and already an investigation has been launched into the matter. It could be recalled that few days ago, the Kano police had rescued one Ahmed Aminu, who was imprisoned by his father and stepmother for 7 years, and another 30-year-old who was also held for 15 years by parents in Sheikha quarters. The Nigerian Senate has urged the federal government to explore new sources of revenue generation, as some revenue agencies from government keep falling short of their set targets. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, made this assertion at the 5-day public hearing on the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper at the National Assembly. National Assembly correspondent Jesu Adeoye reports.
The interface between the legislature and the executive arm of government on the details of the 2021 to 2023 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper continues, with more emphasis on revenue generation. Lawmakers meet minds with the heads of these agencies of government on how more sources of revenue can be created.
The President of the Senate of the Federal Republic.
President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, notes that time is of the essence, as the country must begin to look inward and consider prospects of public-private partnership for sustainable growth and infrastructural development.
I think the time has come for us as an administration to start to think of other sources and means of funding our infrastructure. Definitely the deficits of infrastructure is so much, but then we have to be a little bit more liberal and elaborate.
It is serious business for these lawmakers, as revenue-generating agencies are made to give account of their previous performances and how feasible their current projections are.
With a hobby which seems will take us to the end of the year, I don't see how you arrive at this nominal consumption and the nominal growth of 142 trillion and 117.
Calm the world economy. We meet with the various bodies, even Tope, before we arrive at this number. This number don't just come from finance. It's as a result of consultation. Even the exchange rate that is used is also based on consultation.
Some agencies suggest that Nigeria's parliament must review some of the country's laws to avoid leakages and derive more funds.
So we have been pushing for the exercising of these finances so that we can collect excise duty from there. Gradually, the import will be reduced, the collection and import will reduce.
Lawmakers agree that government must explore new sources of revenue generation to grow the economy. They urge already existing revenue-generating agencies to leave nothing to chance in meeting up with their targets. Jesu Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Thank you so much, Mike. Good morning and welcome to our sports headline. We're taking the covers of the papers.
Yeah, let's take the headlines from the papers.
So much happening this morning.
There is.
You want to start?
All right, I will. Let's start with the Guardian newspaper this morning. And today's Friday, August 21st, 2020.
Yep.
I know you know that already. The big headline here, foreign investors shun South-South as oil runs dry. Never thought I'd hear that. Well, actually, expected it. Stakeholders blame insecurity, poor governance. New Lagos refinery will pump crude from region. Why region needs stability now by experts, the writers on there. And then at the bottom of the page, you see CAN rejects new company law, seeks review, wants FG to avert crisis over Karma 2020, says act a declaration of war on Christianity. Their argument is that it gives the government control over the church since it can suspend a trustee. And they're like, no, you can't interfere with the matters of the church because it's supposed to be spiritual. Can't get in between God. To the side of the page here, stats on the COVID-19 situation in Nigeria, cases in Nigeria. You can get all the details on there. And of course, let's see now. Buhari seeks stiffer sanctions for Malian junta, restoration of civil rule, and Nigerians abroad protest against Kaduna killings, task U.S. others on cessation. NNPC dismisses rumor of missing crude oil, ready for probe, and Arotile prime suspect in for culpable homicides as court frees 2. That's on page 5, and that's it for the front page of the Guardian newspaper. You might want to find all those stories inside.
Okay, moving on to the front page of Vanguard this morning, we have insecurity. Banditry, big issue, says IGP. Law to rejig military coming. Most bandits are foreigners, IGP. Military targets foreigners in Nigeria over arms supply to bandits. 14 bandits killed in encounters. Deactivates illegal refineries with 402,000 liters of diesel, 1,509 barrels of crude. New law to rejig military. Other security agencies underway at House of Reps to set up special fund for security agencies. A photo story here showing ECOWAS virtual meeting on Mali. Moving lower in the paper, we have PDP not ready for Edo polls, says APC. Votes must count, PDP declares. INEC warns against vote buying violence as parties bicker over deployment of civil defense commandant. So the top of the paper, we have conference, NBA withdraws El Rufai's invitation. FG facing paucity of funds, Lawan cries out. Oyo police place 5 million naira reward on runaway serial killer. Akeredolu, PDP at each other over fees slash in Ondo varsities. CBN disburses 237 billion naira banknotes to merchants and others in 2019. Federal government okays 13.3 billion naira take-off fund for community policing. UK's Nigeria mission to reissue expired 30 days visa for free. And finally, we have CAN PFN blast federal government over Karma 2020. There's so much more you want to catch up on Vanguard newspaper for today.
All right, now so moving on to the Nigerian Tribune. It's a potpourri of headlines this morning on the front page, starting with community policing. FG approves 13 billion naira for takeoff. Oyo police place 500,000 naira bounty on wanted Ibadan serial killer. And Arotile court frees 2 suspects drivers charged with culpable homicide. Fresh crisis in Ondo PDP over choice of running mate and 10 killed in Bayelsa Rivers clash. ECOWAS leaders demand Malian president's release, return to constitutional order to visit Mali, and Nigeria won't allow flights from hostile countries as foreign airlines express readiness to recommence flights. That's as much as we can take for the headlines, but do join us again inside the second hour. We'll be giving you some more. Let's do a very short break, and when we get back, it's still Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah. Welcome to Lagos Traffic Updates. Now, you know we are always here to help you get to your destination faster, but we also advise that you help other road users by dropping relevant traffic information on all our social media platforms using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. This morning, we're starting our journey for those coming into Lagos from Ibafor all the way to Bega. Now, this journey should take you approximately 1 hour, 17 minutes, and it shows that there's congestion that is causing at least 38 minutes delay. So if you're traveling around this axis, you might want to prepare your mind for what is ahead. Now, we're starting from the Nasfat Islamic Center at Ibafor. Now, it shows that there's thick traffic at this point connecting from Greenland Estate Assese. I hope I got that right. Now, it gets thicker around the Sarat Central Mosque. I don't know what's going on there, but if you live around that axis, please just use the hashtag, use Wake Up Nigeria on TVC and share with us the updates on that axis. Now, right after that, through the College of Insurance, the traffic is intense. Now, from that point, all the way till you get to the Multi-Trex Integrated Foods axis, that's where we have the Ibafor Community School. Right after the Ibafor Community School, the traffic begins to ease up. Now, after that, from where we have the High Impact Amusement Park, it's like a landmark there. The traffic it's a lot less. It's free. The road is free at that point, but picks up again at the Prayer City, the MFM Prayer City, and it gets thicker through the Millennium Estate all the way through Wawa bus stop. I'm calling this landmark, hoping that it helps you. Now at Isherioke, it's thick traffic, it's like a lockdown traffic, I could say that. But it eases up at Opik Event Center axis, picks up again at about Sparkling House Estate side, but the road frees up at Kara Market. Now Kara is a place that we're quite familiar with. Now from Kara, the road eases up. Now that means if you're coming from the Ibafor axis, that's where the traffic is. Once you get to Kara, guess what? You have lighter traffic, and all the way to Bega is free. So if you're around that axis, guess what? You might not experience any traffic. I'm going to check other routes. I'm hoping Mike and Mazino have some updates for me.
I got a couple of updates.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So if you're heading to the island this morning, if island is your workplace, your destination, depends where you're getting into or onto the island from. If you're using the 3rd Mainland Bridge, there will be a bit of traffic just as you get onto Ring Road. It extends for a bit, but it's not too bad. It's moving, at least it's rolling. On the marina, there's going to be some traffic just before CMS. That will take you a little while because it seems like it's thick. But once you get past these places, it's absolutely free and quite fast. On the island, businesses are still shut down mostly, so it's pretty much free on there. So you'll be home free by that time. That's, like I said from before, as you're heading onto the island. That's what I have.
Earlier this morning, of course, heading from Nutella Bridge, heading out of Lagos. That's what happens on Fridays. You mentioned it, and today was another day. By 5 a.m. Wow. It was already blocked. Like there was no movement. So
trying to head out of Lagos.
Going out of Lagos. Yeah, I don't know why. I know at one point, I don't know if it's a curfew, because of a curfew, the border wasn't open for up until maybe say it ends. But I don't know why the reason, because some Fridays is free.
Yeah, Fridays would be. Sometimes. I think everybody's been locked in Lagos for such a while. So now everybody wants to try and get out, especially on Friday. Saturday is no better, by the way. Last week Saturday was very bad heading out of Lagos. It took about 2 hours for you to get to the Shagamu interchange, and trust me, that was only between 7 and 8 o'clock. After that, it became even worse. So just so you know, if you're planning a trip today, it's already too late.
It is. All right.
Thank you very much for joining me on Traffic Updates. Remember that no matter what it is, just be patient. You will get to your destination. It might not be at the time you want, but you will get to your destination. Next up is What's Up and About in Lagos with my people, Mike and Mazino. I'm joining them now.
Not only Lagos. Okay. Thinking about Lagos, man. This other day, is it road rage to insult other drivers?
It is, of course, but it's very exciting to do. I forgive Lagosians for doing it because the pressures of being on Lagos roads can be very, very
insult other drivers?
Not anymore, because I'm trying to watch my temperament these days, because it actually has a mental effect on you and how you interact with other people once you're done, because traffic really has a big effect on us.
No, but this is not even, this is not just traffic, I'm talking about a normal day. Lagos, just normal day.
People are not okay.
You know, imagine somebody's crossing the road, then they see you come, they now slow down. And that's truly. What would you do as a driver? The first thing you say,
I can't tell on TV.
What I do, and I think people should imbibe it, is get close to the person and look at them. Give them that look like, see your life. When you give them that look, it has a satisfying feeling.
I have to say, I say something. I don't keep quiet.
Mike will tell you your life.
They'll see you, they'll just look at you and size you up, they now slow down. Like they are running across the road, and then they see you coming, and they now slow down, and now start strolling more.
You tell them, that's why you're walking.
I got one for you guys. So, Kate Henshaw, I think it was yesterday, posted something on, was it Instagram or Twitter?
Yeah.
And it gave me some concern.
Okay.
So she said, as parents, Well, I'm the only parent here. As
Well, I feel
parents,
like a shade, but okay.
No,
I'm parents, my cousins and my nieces and nephews that I send
now,
You'll be
okay, I'm
surprised, though.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But as parents, she said that we should be very careful with how eager we are to put our kids on social media. Now, I am already a, what do you call it? I'm already a suspect. Because I have my daughter on social media, and we're very excited about it. But what we use it for, we're trying to use it as a means of, for posterity, curating her growing up. So it's locked to the outside world. It's only just secluded for family alone. But what she raised actually brought plenty of concern, because it is true. It is very unsafe to actually put your kids or wards out there in the public at such a tender age. And I'm considering maybe to just cut it out.
What exactly did she say was the reason?
Predators.
Yeah.
People are actually prowling the web, looking for young people, whether we like it or not. It's something that happens in Nigeria, you know?
Exactly.
So I don't know, it's just plenty of concern.
Especially
Yeah.
if you are a public figure.
Figure, yes.
Most
Yeah, you know,
especially
that's
for
very true, because I remember seeing a celebrity's child and I'm like, oh, see this, like, I'm just like, oh, see this person's child. And it was so funny because I felt like I knew this child, like one-on-one, because I had seen so many videos
Of the child,
on social media, so much like I had experienced the experiences the mother has had with the child. I'm just like, look at you. And
So,
I
you know,
felt
you said
like I was part
something.
of the
I
family.
think a lot of people need to know that social media is not the only way you can curate those memories. The cloud is available and it can be accessible only by you and maybe immediate members of the family. You can create a private, you know, there are 1,001 things you can do, but easily now say the cloud.
Yeah.
You can put it in the cloud, learn how to use the cloud. There's your Android cloud, there's your Apple cloud. There's a different ways, right? You can put it that way to keep it for posterity's sake. So be careful. Social media is not the only place. It's not like you should not put it, but just be careful. I mean, some go with uniforms.
Yeah, don't do that.
And then
That's very
that one, please.
Very
You know,
dangerous.
especially before, and then they know the school they know the school your
to.
child goes to.
Yeah.
And like, oh,
Something
ready for
Tope
school
just
today.
said, something, you actually just said something that just made me think again, because you said you felt like as if you knew that person's child already. Now, my daughter was here sometime last week, and she, while we were leaving, she asked me, how come everybody knows my name? And I'm like, well, maybe because they've seen you on my social media page. But now that you just said that, I've just realized how you know, the effect on her, because she's not very, she's very confused as to how come people, she can't, I'm putting her in a situation that she is not ready for. She does not understand.
So
she can't comprehend. So it's making me
She's
think
wondering,
right now.
Why do they know me?
Why do they know
So
you?
you might want to check that. I get that parents are
down.
super excited, like, oh, my baby is so pretty, you gotta let the world know. But yo, slow down.
Just, you know how to
slow
do
down.
it,
Yeah,
Just be
just
careful.
manage it well. But then again, you know, we're talking about Bel Air, so we might want to check out the trailer.
Oh, yes,
of that
please, let's
one.
do that.
Check out the
Very
trailer
exciting.
of Bel Air.
Definitely.
House about 7 or 8 and yelled to my cab, yo, smell you later. What's to my kingdom? I was finally
So
there.
I wish Titi was here, because we would totally agree on one thing.
What?
They have hot guys in there.
That's the only thing you ever see.
Yo, that's all I saw.
But listen, yeah, you see why I'm excited about it? You see why I'm excited about it?
Hot
Look at
guys?
that drama. It's very different from the comedy. You're like,
Yeah,
what's going to
yeah,
happen?
I was surprised.
What direction is it going to go?
Very
which
different.
is the reason why I'm not so
Keen.
sold on it.
Yeah.
It is different, so you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in a different way.
Yes,
And I
it's
feel like
not-
it should just be maybe a standalone, man.
Yeah, don't
know.
make it.
Because
This is where we
it's
differ.
cool. I would enjoy it.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think that maybe you're trying to. It's not easy to sell stuff these
Okay,
days. So you're trying to link it to something.
Mike,
To sell
Mike,
it.
Mike,
To
let me
sell
say
it.
this. I think the culture
You know?
for viewing television has changed since when you and I were younger to now. I think
Definitely.
what happens now is people cannot do without that dramatic feel, that suspense that carries on from one episode to the other. People want to consume it sometimes all at once. People wait for a week at a time to get.
binge.
So
Get it, yeah.
that's what they're trying to hang on to right now. That's why what they're trying to capture right now, the new culture.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. You've got empire, you've got power and all of that. Imagine that feeling of expecting what's going to happen next. Yes, we know the story per se, but we're also curious as to how are they going to take it now.
take it out.
And it is very different how you experience Bel Air or how you would experience Bel
Very
Air
true.
from the
Very
younger
true.
generation.
Very true.
Yeah, but I feel
would-
like they'll mess it up for the younger
I
generation.
would love it. I'm not so now the thing with this is that I would love it. I would
Yeah.
like it. That's
But
so
I would
fun. But the
still
point is
prefer
that
my version.
because of, I don't know, that link they're trying to bring together. I don't know. Maybe I'll just cut off that link in my mind and enjoy this one on its own.
By the way, Will Smith is involved.
Yeah.
Also, the original producer, Quincy Jones, is also
I'm
involved.
definitely going to watch this. You definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, so on movies, when we come back from this break, we'll kick off with Will Smith. He's doing something with Kevin Hart.
Okay.
We'll continue with that, of course, when we get back from this short recess.
Yeah.
Don't go no.
Now, the energy and vibe on the show this morning has just been so electric.
You bet. Now, Fridays are always extra here, and so we do our best to, give you the best morning you can start your day with, the best frame of mind and all of that. Get it positive for you as the weekend is approaching.
Yes, it's a weekend. What are you going to do this weekend?
Well, I don't know, get myself some...
You didn't just do that. But
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
It's for game day.
You are extra. Okay, welcome to the second hour of your premium Breakfast Family TV show. Mazino, what are we doing today?
Well, we've got you guys covered for the next hour and a half, 45 minutes actually. So if you stay tuned, you'll find out all the excitement that's about to happen.
Yeah, now there's so much for you to experience on the show. My name is Tope Olowoniyan.
And of course, my name is Mazino Appeal. We are streaming live, by the way, on tvcontinental.tv and also on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send in your comments, by the way, on everything on social media with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, now you can also download our mobile app. It is free. It allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection.
And of course, to watch all our exciting episodes, you can go to YouTube. Subscribe, please, to our channel. Make sure that you click on that bell so you get all the notifications every time.
Yes. Now, this Friday, every Friday we have someone special joining us. And this Friday is no different. We have an amazing superstar. Now, you get to experience them out of work on our TVC Connect page on Instagram at 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Just ignore Mazino.
There's a reason why I'm doing this.
Like he's not here.
Very soon you'll find out why I'm doing this.
I know, right?
I'm trying to...
Mazino just...
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Wuhan is in the news again.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah,
this
so
time?
Is it the video I saw?
the video of the party. Yeah, so they had this beach
Pool party.
pool
These
party.
people should
party,
not
yeah.
try
And
me.
it was massive. And it's more or less like courtesy demands that you guys should calm down. You guys give the world this,
Wuhan of all people.
And so Wuhan has actually almost returned to normal. They've been able to curb the virus to a large extent. And everything is now normal. While the world is in chaos and all of that, getting together. And so they did this big party. And it was like
sensitive, yeah.
Exactly.
Very
So people
insensitive.
think so. What do you think?
I feel
I
it's
don't know.
very insensitive.
Is it?
Hello, the world is still trying to get a grip of
So wait,
what
they should
happened.
just chill out because the world is all chill.
Hello.
I like to see it this way. I like to think that what that party was a testament to how far or how good they have it so far, because they've been able to clear the virus.
After they sent it to the world.
Yeah, but it's the
Do
insensitivity
you
bit.
realize that we have just 4 months left for 2020 to end? Like
Yeah,
we
I'm not
spent-
bothered. I want 2020 to go. Let it just finish.
Because we spent almost the entire year in fear and living in caution against the
Yes,
COVID-19,
yes.
and then you guys are partying.
Are you adding this year to your age? I'm not adding this year to
Yeah,
my
I
age.
am, oh.
I'm not adding it
It's
to
been
my
a great
age.
year.
So, but
For you, you
Yeah.
know why.
So what you think is insensitive?
I think it's very insensitive. I mean, I'm not saying you all can't celebrate, but now you're already saying it's a huge party. So I'm imagining crowd, and I'm thinking, oh my days, somebody's going to travel from Wuhan to another place, and the person is going to travel to another place, and next thing they're in
Wuhan
Nigeria.
is safe, by the way.
Yeah, it
Wuhan
is. It is. It
absolutely-
is.
It's
it
safer
is.
than
And
Nigeria
they closed
right
at
now.
least, yeah, at least that particular market, the live
Wasn't it shut
animal
down?
market.
Was it shut
has been shut down. Yes, it has been shut down. And you know the Chinese people, they like to they like to experiment.
And I like that I'm a Nigerian. I like to not believe.
So, but I don't know. But I don't really think it's insensitive. I think that they've been hard hit. I mean, it's been
Let
called the
them have
China
some fun
virus.
now.
It's been as in China has been.
Forgive them.
No, it's not about forgiveness per se.
Did you see the documentary? Did you see
How about you
COVID-19, by the way?
Bring a cure, then I will forgive you all.
Did you see the documentary, the expose on the...
Yeah. It's okay. I'm not forgiving them, but I'm just going to take the news now.
It's courtesy NBC News, by the way,
Yes,
that clip that we
Yes,
just
it's
saw.
NBC News.
Yeah.
Nope, not forgiving
All right,
them.
guys. So let's continue with the show with some news. Yeah, we'll be right in the wings waiting.
The Nigerian military authorities say troops will continue to support efforts by the government to resettle IDPs in their homeland. Coordinator of the Defense Media Operation, Major General John Enenche, explains that in spite of the attack on troops in Kakuwa in Borno State, efforts are on to ensure the IDPs are properly settled. Defense correspondent Sifon Essien reports.
Security forces continue to battle bandits, insurgents and other criminals in various theaters of warfare days after insurgents attacked troops deployed in Kukawa, Borno State. 8 insurgents were killed and 3 soldiers lost their lives. The locals are picking up bits and pieces of their lives in the aftermath of efforts by the Borno State government in resettling them in their homeland.
Whatever we are doing is strictly in line with the directive given by the Commander-in-Chief to the armed forces and other security agencies to go and do more.
2 days before the attack in Kukawa, the Nigerian Air Force carried out aerial strikes on several targets in the Sambisa forest and on the fringes of the Lake Chad. The targets are similar to those identified by the Borno State Governor in a recent visit to the Nigerian Air Force headquarters.
Tumbuma Baba, on the 16th of August 2020, one of the island settlements on the fringes of the Lake Chad. Additionally, the logistics facilities of BHC at Bukameram on the fringes of the Lake Chad were also destroyed on the 17th of August 2020. Their attack on the locations scored devastating hits on the settlement, killing no fewer than 20 terrorists and destroying their structures.
This group is rallying for support for the troops and the efforts of the federal government in tackling the security challenges in the country. But for the security forces, enforcing the fragile peace in order to pave the way for IDPs to be resettled is a tall order.
For the military authorities, timely and actionable information is required to continually support the effort of the government in resettling the IDPs in their homestead. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
The Oyo State Police Command has placed a bounty of 500,000 for anyone with useful information that could lead to the rearrest of 19-year-old suspected serial killer Sunday Shodikwe, who recently escaped from police custody on the 11th of August in Ibadan. Police Commissioner Joe Enwowu made this development known in a statement made available to TVC News, in which he expressed displeasure over the sudden disappearance of the suspect alleged to be the mastermind behind series of killings that have engulfed the Akinyele local council district of Oyo State. The police boss also implored residents to be vigilant while assuring that the suspect would face the full wrath of the law. The police in Kano State have again rescued another man who has unlawfully been locked up for 30 years in a solitary room by his relatives. The relatives were reported to have held the man, whose name is yet to be known, for having a psychiatric problem. The victim, 55-year-old, was tied to a log of wood with a metal preventing him from moving around. Confirming the incident to TVC News, the Kano police spokesman Abdullahi Haruna said the victim has been admitted to a medical facility at Rogo local government area, and already an investigation has been launched into the matter. It could be recalled that a few days ago, the Kano police had rescued one Ahmed Aminu, who was imprisoned by his father and stepmother for 7 years, and another 30-year-old who was also held for 15 years by parents in Sheikha quarters. The Nigerian Senate has urged the federal government to explore new sources of revenue generation, as some revenue agencies of government keep falling short of their set targets. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, made this assertion at the 5-day public hearing on the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper at the National Assembly. The interface between the legislature and the executive arm of government on the details of the 2021 to 2023 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper continues, with more emphasis on revenue generation. Lawmakers meet minds with the heads of these agencies of government on how more sources of revenue can be created. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, notes that time is of the essence, as the country must begin to look inward and consider the prospects of public-private participation for sustainable growth and infrastructural development. Nigeria's cases of the coronavirus is almost at 51,000. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, reported 476 new infections overnight, taking the country's total number of cases to 50,964. Lagos State recorded the highest number of new cases with 235, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 44 new cases. Other states with high numbers include Kaduna with 41, Borno had 33 new cases, Plateau 28, while Abia and Edo each recorded 13 new infections. So far, 37,569 people have been discharged, while 992 people have died from COVID-19 complications. Well, that's the news update for this hour. We will take a break and return with sports. Don't go anywhere. Today is Friday, the 21st day of August 2020, and we start with Chinese loan probe, others stalled as reps suspend panel sittings. Don't compromise investigation. CSO warns National Assembly members will continue probe after resumption, NDDC committee chair and others. I am not aware of suspension of committee activities, says loan panel chair. Photo story showing the Director General of National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shoaibu Ibrahim, during his visit to the NYSC garment factory in Minna, Niger State on Thursday. Police placed 5 million bounty on suspected oil serial killer's head. Fleeing Ogun engineer who raped neighbor's daughter arrested. Sultan declares Friday Islamic New Year. Arotile, 2 suspects freed, driver to escape death. Worker's headless body found on company premises. Postponing Edo-Ondo polls will create constitutional crisis, says INEC. And to the top of the paper, we have federal government reciprocates bans European Union flights from Nigeria. Killings, NBA bows to pressure, drops El Rufai from Confab. COVID-19 drug trial will begin in 13 states soon, says PTF. And finally, we have Kama unacceptable, ungodly, a time bomb, says Khan. There's so much you want to catch up on the Punch newspaper for today.
Alrighty, so we move on now to the Guardian newspaper, Friday, August 21st. Foreign investors shun South as oil runs dry. Stakeholders blame insecurity, poor governance. New Lagos refinery will pump crude from region. Why region needs stability now by experts. Right there as the front page picture, you'll find a pie chart for the FDIs in the South for 2013 to 2020, with Akwa Ibom getting the biggest share there of $278 million. There are stats for the COVID-19 cases in Nigeria to the side of that picture there on The Guardian. And of course, bottom page here, Buhari seeks stiffer sanctions of Malian junta, restoration of civil rule, and Arotile prime suspect in for culpable homicide as court frees 2. And Can rejects new company law, seeks review. Very interesting story, that one. Warns FG to avert crisis over Kama 2020, says act a declaration of war on Christianity. And that's it for The Guardian.
Okay, moving on to Daily Sun this morning, we have foreign arms suppliers to bandits arrested. Insurgents kill 3 soldiers, injure 2 in military base attacks in Borno. Troops destroy terrorist camps, arrest 7 in Zamfara. A photo story showing women wing of the Trade Union Congress protesting over rape in Ibadan yesterday. Government demands suspension of counterpart funds for UBE. Federal government, states, local government areas share 676.40 billion naira. Community policing, federal government approves 13 billion naira for takeoff. And to the top of the paper, we have 2023 presidency, Ohaneze Iwanyanwu group seek support for younger Igbo. And finally, still, we have insurgents kill 3 soldiers, injure 2 in military base attacks in Borno. You might want to grab a copy of Daily Sun for more on that.
See the Nigerian Tribune for, once again, that story, the photo story here of the women wing of the Trade Union Congress protest yesterday in Ibadan over the rise in rape cases in the country. Can't be said enough. I think that's a very big conversation that has to be heard. A big headline here, FG approves 13 billion naira for takeoff. That's on community policing, and Oyo Police place 500,000 naira bounty on wanted Ibadan serial killer. Plenty of discussion going on social media and even locally about how come that could have happened without some certain help coming from somewhere regarding his escape. Arotile court frees 2 suspects, driver charged with culpable homicide, That's the Nigerian pilot. And fresh crisis in Ondo PDP over choice of running mate. 10 killed in Bayelsa Rivers clashes. The top of the page, Oshiomhole Gambari Villa meeting can truncate Nigeria's democracy, and INEC threatens to cancel Ondo-Edo polls if... ellipsis. And that's it for the Tribune.
Moving on to Daily Trust this morning, we have ripples over Kama as Khan rejects provisions. Why we need the law, says CAC, is repressive, draconian CSOs. It will boost ease of doing business, expert. Presidency, Senate keep silent. A photo story showing an extraordinary summit of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government on the socio-political situation in Mali. Abrotile court charges suspects with culpable homicide. Again, police rescues 55-year-old man from 30 years confinement. Conference NBA withdraws invitation to El Rufai. To the top, we have Buhari approves 13 billion naira for community policing. I am not desperate to be Edo governor, says Eze Iyamon. Finally, we have investigators over missing 48 million barrels of oil, NNPC challenges, and NAS. You can get more information on this when you grab a copy of Daily Trust today.
And the Vanguard is the entire front page, is all headlines this. Big one here, insecurity, banditry, big issues, says IGP. Law to rejig military coming. Most bandits are foreigners, IGP says, and military targets foreigners in Nigeria over arms supply to bandits. 14 bandits killed, and it goes on the subject. COVID-19, Lagos records 235 new infections as confirmed cases rise to 50,964. This one here, FGOK's 13.3 billion naira takeoff fund for community policing and UK-Nigeria mission to reissue expired 30-day visas for free. I bet that's some good news to some people. Can PFN blasts FG over Karma 2020 and coup ECOWAS leaders to visit Mali. Bottom page here, PDP not ready for Edo polls, says the APC. Votes must count, PDP declares. INEC warns against vote buying and violence as parties bicker over deployment of civil defense commandant. That's the much on Vanguard front page.
That's much all we can take on the newspaper headlines for today, for this hour rather. But guess what? We have some fitness. People, I have my favorite chef. I know I say that every time, so it now feels like everyone. But you know what I'm fighting? So recently, Chef Nathaniel turned 25.
Yeah.
And he didn't give me cake. So what?
You're not around now.
Oh, right. It's fine. Welcome to the kitchen,
on your birthday.
Wow.
You get the cake.
In another country. Okay, so we are in the kitchen, and Chef Nathaniel of Nutella Cuisine is making burritos. What country are we going to today?
Mexico.
Mexico. You know, we should just ship you to Mexico. But then we have an extra something that brings us back to Nigeria, which is our plantain.
This is our secret.
Secret.
This is what's always, this is like the...
This is our unifying force. This is what you use to gum it.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are our ingredients for our burrito?
As always, we have a tortilla
bread.
We have
veggies, yes.
Carrots, cucumbers, green peas,
tomatoes,
onions, and
bell peppers.
Yes, bell peppers.
Yes.
Then we have lettuce. Then our plantain. We have olive oil, cheese, eggs. Then we have some herbs to make it a little more healthy. We have coriander, basil, and some Italian seasoning. And we have refried beans.
We have what?
Refried beans.
Refried beans.
Yes.
Okay. So why do we have beans?
That is the part of the ingredients used in making burrito. If
Not
you don't use this, then it's probably shawarma.
It's probably
yeah. Because this and shawarma, they are
very similar. Oh, okay. And I like this. This is like a splash of colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would cost us approximately how much if you want to make it at home?
It's quite expensive a bit because of this.
The beans, okay.
Yes,
so you know what?
This you can. It's almost 2,000.
Make it without the. If you're at home and you want to make it on a budget, you might want to cut
except if you want to use the
natural beans, our own beans, which is possible, of course.
Like that,
ewa going, okay.
Just cook it. You can see that it's somehow mashed.
Yes,
so you can just cook it and mash it and.
Okay, so but we don't have chicken or.
No.
Oh, okay. So burritos without chicken.
Most is optional actually.
Okay.
So either you use chicken or you don't use chicken, but these are like the major
ingredients.
And the difference between this and shawarma is that shawarma has sausage or dog.
Yes.
We are not using
We're
this.
not using it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're sticking to burritos for today. Okay, so we're starting off with our olive oil.
Yes.
So are we having the plantain as just a side, or are we going to put it in the burrito?
We're going to put it inside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's like plantain burrito.
I would have a twist to it.
A twist to it. Are we going to wrap it with flour? Okay, so we're going to wrap it with breadcrumbs. But let's quickly take the menu for those of you at home who want to prepare this at your convenience. We have eggs, spices, cheese, plantain, olive oil, vegetables, refried beans, and tortilla bread.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we have.
Then I would also use cinnamon, which is...
Cinnamon, okay.
Very nice seasoning or spice.
But I feel like it has a very strong...
Yes, that's why you don't use too much. Too much.
So if you're at home, you might want to not try...
Yes, cinnamon is like all those skunk perfume.
Yes.
So if you don't use too much...
you just lose it.
So
okay.
Just a little.
So that means, are you frying the cucumbers as well?
We're just going to stir fry it.
Stir fry it, okay.
So as to make it a little bit crunchy. And so that's what just going to add.
Oh, nice. Okay. So we're frying all that together with spices. Or we're stir frying. Or pan-searing, which one?
Yes.
I keep mixing them all up.
It's just English.
It's just English, Abby. Can you see that splash of colors? This looks super yum.
A little bit of olive oil.
Okay. Yeah. So the eggs, are we sunny side up or
the egg to
scrambling?
For the
plantain.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we're also going to fry the remaining. To add it to.
Okay, great.
And egg is also part of my twist for a burrito.
Okay.
So just allow this cook.
While we're preparing this, let's talk about you. So Chef Nathaniel, our star boy. So how is Nutella Cuisine going, most especially with the lockdown and with the measures of people not going out, or I mean, the social distance the not going out has been reduced. But how has Nutella Cuisine been?
It has been nice, and although with everything great, it doesn't always have the best of starts, which is usual. But with time, I believe everything would fall back to normal, because for something new, people don't really get to know about it well and on time. So.
Okay, so tell us, before our benefits of our viewers, tell us a bit about Nutella Cuisine, what you're about, what you do.
Okay, Nutella Cuisine is just an online restaurant, like an online breakfast restaurant, where you just get simply breakfast cuisine, and it's just mostly what I do most times on the show. Okay. So it's just breakfast alone, not the typical your rice, spaghetti, and that most times on the show I don't cook all those. So I cook what my restaurant promotes most times. So it's just breakfast. We have the burritos, we have dodo kebab.
Oh, dodo kebab.
Yes.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, dodo kebab, we have burritos and some chicken, fries, and just your typical everyday breakfast. Okay. Not all those heavy food.
Heavy breakfast, So people can order for like house parties kind of stuff.
Yes, house party for work.
Yeah, so you deliver to offices as well.
Yes, deliver, and even at home for those working from home, and just your typical breakfast.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's
so
just.
Do you have to like order like a day ahead, or you can?
Yes, a day ahead to make it more profitable for. I didn't have those like big mega stores, and you can just walk in anytime, pick and go. But
soon,
yes,
soon,
very
soon, very soon. You just see Nutella Cuisine taking over.
Big At that time like this, I'll just sit down, relax, and be taking care of.
So now that we're cutting plantain, we're not frying it as well, right?
We're going to fry it too.
But not inside.
Not inside.
Okay.
Not inside.
So we're going to use this with the eggs. Yes. And with the, you said the biscuits, breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, yeah, breadcrumbs is just down.
Yeah, I remember the other day you were on the show.
Biscuits,
and then you said if you're at home and you want to try it and you don't have breadcrumbs, you could.
Biscuits is actually a very nice.
Crush your biscuit.
Crush. It's not all those. It's not those biscuits that has cream inside. Though.
Yeah, of course.
Those are regular.
The regular biscuits that you could
just
crush, not
it.
biscuits with cream and all. Okay.
So just that. And we're done, so it's time to fry this.
Okay. So I noticed you didn't put any seasoning cube in that.
No.
So it's going to be with its plain natural flavors.
Yes, just spicy. Don't. If you use seasoning cube, you
lose the essence of its flavor.
You will spoil everything.
Okay.
Most fast food and like this, you don't use seasoning cubes. That's what the herbs are for.
Oh, that's what the herbs are for.
This.
Are you guys seeing the color? Ooh. So I remember when I was at home, I think Monday or Tuesday, and I was watching, I'm just like, yo, the viewers, how do you guys do it?
How do you
just
guys
imagine the tastes. But guess what? You don't have to always imagine. What you could do is get up quickly, go into your kitchen and get what you have available and join us and prepare as well. Then you could also use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Take a picture of whatever you created, even if you don't have all the ingredients, whatever you have, take a picture, tag us, and let's see what you created. So I'm guessing this is the cinnamon, yeah?
Yes. Funny enough, if you don't even have all the regular ingredients, you can always improvise, and that alone can be a new
creation, a new recipe, yeah.
Because that's the beauty about food and everything. You might not necessarily have the actual, but you can just spice it up, use something different, and you'll be surprised that you'd get. And it's important that we used olive oil and not vegetable oil, because olive oil has very nice aroma and flavor. So adivin I use
that is healthy.
Yes, adivin I use vegetable oil. The flavor will be a little bit different.
Okay.
That so most chefs they prefer olive oil.
Olive oil, okay.
So this is done. Just gonna stop a bit.
So the eggs just have the cinnamon.
Yes, just cinnamon.
Cinnamon, okay.
Can name to.
Okay.
That's so. While I do this, because that's what we're going to do next. We're going to fry the plantain. So just going to toss in the plantain inside the egg.
Okay, so the flavor that we already have in the pan is also going to be in the egg or the plantain.
Yeah.
So ooh, I like the fact that it's still a bit hard, so it's still crunchy. So we haven't even lost the nutrients that the veggies have.
You have it, Charlie.
Great. Oh, sorry, I didn't put that back on fire.
I'm gonna start with this. Just.
Okay. So are we gonna be back to the vegetable oil to fry?
Yes, vegetable.
Okay. Okay.
Just to fry.
And
because olive oil is not suitable for frying.
For frying, great.
Olive oil, canola, and they are not suitable for frying. Because their smoke point is different from vegetable oil.
Yeah.
That's why most times it's mostly chefs that use all this kind of oil. Just at home, it's mostly vegetable oil because our food are mostly frying and everything. So.
Trying to help
and you cannot use butter to fry also.
Yeah, true.
The smoke point is the lowest among all.
But I like that butter also gives, you know, that taste it gives.
Yes.
So imagine we actually melt butter.
Yes, it could have
for the taste.
For this alone, it can. That is another.
It can fly, yeah.
Yes.
You see, Chef Tope. Even myself, I have my creation. Just trying to get the
So this is done. Or you can just. Okay, is it coming up already?
Yeah, just trying to get it to be a bit hotter, so it could get. Yes. Okay. So now you are. The aroma is out of this world.
Sorry,
so you can see that we have the plantain with he's whisked the egg with the cinnamon, and now he's putting the breadcrumbs. And let me guess, you're going to put it right back in the eggs before you fry it.
No, don't fry it like this. Surprise.
Yeah, I was feeling like, oh, I have this on lockdown. I know how to handle it.
Because if I should put it back in the eggs before frying, the egg will be outside.
Yeah,
because that
so
will be
you
the final.
don't want, so you want the breadcrumbs to be the final.
So if I should dip it inside, I'll have to coat it again with the breadcrumbs.
Oh, I get you. Oh, okay, so bread you're coating with breadcrumbs, you don't put it back in the egg. Because I remember when you're coating with flour, you put it back in the egg.
You can actually put it back. If, like now, looking at this now, there's some open space. So if you want it to be really coated, you have to do it multiple times. So. But this is not the main, it's not like the side dish, we are putting it inside.
Okay, so now let's fry.
I mean, it was like all those French fries that have plantain. You can do it multiple times and fry. So.
I'm sure you all have enjoyed this preparatory process with me, but guess what? The second hour is already up, and you know we have just 45 more minutes left. Let's go on a break. When we come back, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Do not go anywhere.
First of all, I think you guys need to experience Tope behind the scenes. She's a very naughty person, but it's all good. All right, now, so final hour, or let's just say 45 minutes. You've got to ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Now that has to be one of the most iconic movie lines, isn't it?
Yeah, ever. Now, for those of you that don't know that particular line, it's from one of the Clint Eastwood's most famous movies, Dirty Harry.
Yes, indeed.
Do you feel lucky?
That's that. He was like, do you feel lucky?
But that's the Tope effect. Huh. My name is Tope Olowoniyan. Now, you can stream the show online at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Also, you can join us on our social media pages, and then you can send in your comments. Would like to hear from you guys, so kindly use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Now, to watch all exciting episodes from YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment. Now, you can catch up on so much, the kitchen episodes, interviews, different segments. There's so much to binge watch on.
And there's so much coming from the kitchen right now. I am so hungry, if you can tell. Also, this Friday, that's today, we have something special, someone special joining us on Wake Up Extra. That's at 2:30, so if you're not following us on IG, please follow us now because it's going to be on IG Live.
Yes, and that's TVC Connect. Now, we're going to take a look at top stories that happened this week in entertainment arena with our entertainment roundup.
Oh, yes. So, we're going to get the news done in a bit, but before that, are you ready for today's games?
Game day! I'm giving you a disclaimer, guys, just in case I lose. You know.
Well, exactly why I've been doing that.
Okay.
I've been practicing your movements, exactly.
Your movement,
what exactly?
You just everybody's own now.
You know.
For all of us.
You have to follow us
I said
now.
on my page, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, he's trying to get it.
Okay, so your pose, yeah?
Yeah, she's got these mannerisms that involve very...
If you don't, there's one pose that's Tope's pose.
Oh, do you have it locked down? Because you might need it.
She did it today. If Tope does not squat and bend down and do like this. Okay, no, that one followed, but this squatting.
So that's why we have all of this here. So we're going to be picking from random.
This squatting is very, very.
From this teacup.
We should just do all because we don't.
Mazino should do all. Unless Mazino try.
I'm very bad at impersonations, however.
You put in so much work.
Yes, that's why I want to see how good I've gotten, because after meeting you and seeing how good you act,
yeah, thank you.
I'm wondering if I can make it into the acting scene.
Oh, okay.
I want to play the Casanova, the Mazino.
No, but I like your French. Your French accent.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh,
yeah.
my days.
It's a thing I've always had.
Don't be
so
too proud.
Impersonation and acting can be two different things.
They are different.
They can be, because I know people that would want to. You have to bring something you. You know, someone told me sometime that there's only one thing missing in TV, and that's you.
That's you.
You know, and it's about the same thing. And when he says TV, he's talking about presenting and acting. The only thing missing is you.
Yeah.
So as much as you try to fashion yourself, which is good to an extent, because you just are a potpourri of different things.
Yes.
You has to really come.
But in school, there are different scholars that teach, and as an actor, you take which you want to work with. So I took Stanislavski, which is the magic if. Of if this was what happened to you, what would you do? So when you see people acting and trying to be like someone, it's more like you're not following a theory. I mean, there are other theories, but never was there a theory that said you should act like someone, except you're impersonating. So that's what we're talking.
That's what I'm doing right now, by the way. Have you noticed?
So like the P square, the P square theory. What's the P square theory?
This guy is trying to get us me.
What's the P square theory? What's that?
Oh my God, he didn't get it.
What?
That's the theory that you are going after today. That's what the game is all about.
Okay. No, I was so into the Mike character, you know. Mike doesn't get it all the time. So that's the theory. So impersonation, let's see. It is all be very easy. You guys have been doing it the whole time. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
You've been doing it the whole time. You've been doing it the whole time. So yeah, we'll get ready for that. And let's see. But really, I do impersonation.
Do you think you'll ever get to acting?
I've been acting before Tope was born.
Are you serious?
Yes, no.
Uncle said before I was born.
Tope, have you not seen when I was?
Uncle
so there's a time Tope was
I mean, like
challenge.
really acting in the movie? Mike?
You want me to play my tape for you? Tope, give him track 2. My tape.
What is this? What is that?
Give me the correct. If you know what we've done,
Really?
I've been on set with Hakim Kai Kazim. You know Hakim now?
Yeah, she's supporting you.
You don't. You know. Why did you like this? I should have been on set with Hakim Kai Kazim.
It's true now.
Hakim, who's Hakim?
They say it's a lie.
Eh?
I did not say you are lying. I just say no.
I passed off a role.
Should we bet?
Once. I passed off a role once because I was too nervous. I don't.
Are you serious?
Do you know how long it took me before I actually did TV?
I'm sure that you go when you go for that
Acting
role.
is another step, as in I just
Pay
couldn't.
me. I will teach you.
This is why. This is the beginning of
Make
it.
effortless.
This is the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, but it's time for you to take the news now.
Yes, it is
Effortlessly.
Nigeria's cases of the coronavirus is almost at 51,000. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, reported 476 new infections overnight, taking the country's total number of cases to 50,964. Lagos State recorded the highest number of new cases with 235, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 44 new cases. Other states with high numbers include Kaduna with 41 cases, Borno had 33 new cases, Plateau 28, while Abia and Edo each recorded 13 new infections. So far, 37,569 people have been discharged, while 992 people have died from COVID-19 complications. The Nigerian Military Authority says troops will continue to support efforts by the government to resettle IDPs in their homeland. Coordinator of the Defense Media Operation, Major General John Enenche, explains that in spite of the attack on troops in Kukawa in Borno State, efforts are on to ensure the IDPs are properly settled. Defense correspondent Sifon Essien reports.
Security forces continue to battle bandits, insurgents and other criminals in various theaters of warfare days after insurgents attacked troops deployed in Kukawa, Borno State. 8 insurgents were killed and 3 soldiers lost their lives. The locals are picking up bits and pieces of their lives in the aftermath of efforts by the Borno State government in resettling them in their homeland.
Whatever we are doing is strictly in line with the directive given by the Commander-in-Chief to the Armed Forces and other security agencies to go and do more.
2 days before the attack in Kukawa, the Nigerian Air Force carried out aerial strikes on several targets in the Sambisa forest and on the fringes of the Lake Chad. The targets are similar to those identified by the Borno State Governor in a recent visit to the Nigerian Air Force headquarters.
Tumbuma Baba, on the 16th of August 2020, one of the island settlements on the fringes of the Lake Chad. Additionally, the logistics facilities of VHC at Bukameram on the fringes of the Lake Chad were also destroyed on the 17th of August 2020. Their attack on the locations scored devastating hits on the settlement, killing no fewer than 20 terrorists and destroying their structures.
This group is rallying for support for the troops and the efforts of the federal government in tackling the security challenges in the country. But for the security forces, enforcing the fragile peace in order to pave the way for IDPs to be resettled is a tall order.
For the military authorities, timely and actionable information is required to continually support the effort of the government in resettling the IDPs in their homestead. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Yo, the whole crew is back for this one. Why? I thought you just want to rap. But hey, come on, it's Roundup, Entertainment Roundup. We're looking at entertainment stories across the whole weekend. We'll kick off with an Emmy nomination for Kiki Modi's Sex for Grades documentary, which was nominated in the Current Affairs category of this year's Emmy Awards. Now, the 29-year-old confirmed the news of her first Emmy Award nomination in a tweet on Tuesday, August 16. Now, the tweet goes, and I quote, "Here's me, despite being an emotional mess, announcing that at BBC Africa, hashtag BBC Africa Eyes, hashtag Sex for Grades is nominated in the Current Affairs category for this year's International Emmys. Every single soul that made this project come alive deserves this honor." Of course, we know about this documentary. It was groundbreaking.
Yes,
it was the first of its kind in these climes and all of that. And she picked up a number of awards for this. An Emmy nomination now. That's a good one for her.
I think it's a big deal because this is one of the few Nigerian products that have actually gotten an Emmy, if not the first, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
When you have the backstory to this, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Noting that it was from a personal experience that she had to push this conversation, getting to where I met her personally, actually interviewed her personally on this one, and there's so much more that you could actually find out about the story from how it began to the process of recording it. I found it a bit entertaining, the documentary. I will not lie.
Yeah,
so let me just put that in there.
Okay.
It was quite entertaining because it was the first of its kind. What do you call it? Investigative journalism in Nigeria that got documented. So, hey, I want to see more of it. In fact, it got me hooked onto the BBC Eye, looking for other content that was like that.
That's like
quite interesting.
That kind of thing will fit you. Just go and investigate in Nollywood.
Well,
Don't try me.
You're already in the system.
Don't try me.
Okay, you've already done it.
Don't try me.
You have some. Okay, well, for this one now, but me and Mazino are not here.
So Tope might
Only
just
Tope
take
that's
it,
on this one.
because it's her husband.
Yes, it's my husband. So, coming right up next, guys. Drum rolls! Burna Boy releases new album twice as tall. Fireboy also drops second album, Apollo. Now, the Grammy-nominated singer's album was executively produced by PDD, Bosede Ogulu, who is his manager and mom. Songs on the album is record producer Tells, P2J, Timbaland, Lyrics, Rexy, Screed, Andre Harris, J5, Mike Dean, and many more. It also features guest appearances from Naughty by Nature and Kenyan band Southeast Soul, Senegal's musical titan Yosu, and Chris Martin of Coldplay. In his words, Twice as Tall is the album about a period of time in my life. It's the album about the struggle for freedom. It's the album about life in general, real life, good times, bad times, happy times, sad times, great times. On to the next story, we have Fireboy.
Don't forget to talk about Fireboy.
Yeah.
Let's have your review on that particular album.
Now,
You listened to the album?
Yes, I have listened to the album.
I haven't heard the last of it from her phone, by the way.
Oh,
She's
okay.
playing. You know, it's her husband. So.
Yes, my husband. For just saying that, I would invite you for our wedding.
Thank you, I'm not coming.
I'm sorry.
See, there will be a public holiday that day.
Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll have a flat tire.
Well, I don't care. Won't change anything. Yeah, but Twice as Tall was beautiful. A lot of people were saying, oh, African Giants is a lot better. But if you listen to both, you would see that there's a difference. What he was targeting with African Giants is very different from what he was targeting with Twice as Tall. The lyrics shows that there's with Burna, apart from the fact that I love him, I know that he always has depth with his lyrics. And with Twice as Tall, you see different stories. And I feel like people's opinions are coming from, oh, it's not as danceable as African Giants is, but I think it's just an album you just vibe to.
You just vibe to.
So what I think about it.
Conscious music.
This album is less about objectifying material things or people.
Okay.
It's a bit more conscious. That's one. Okay. Another thing, you have to give credit to the fact that the art of music arrangement on an album. The way you're welcomed into that album with the first track, Yusundo, on there, you're like, Yusundo, Bonaba, you have to listen. And then it's placed in such a way that it climaxes on through Naughty by Nature, Chris Martin's, and then the final one. It is such a beautiful arrangement. The only album that I think has compared to that is MI's Chairman. The arrangement in that album is superb.
Chairman,
that was the last best album by MI. I don't care what you think, that's what I think.
But does this, now considering that Davido and Wizkid are also, they've been pushing their albums, does this put pressure on both of them?
It better.
It should, right?
The thing is, the songs are there, they are there.
But you see, the thing is,
they might need to go back. Yes, they might go back.
Yeah,
look at what Burna Boy did.
They might.
It's no longer about banana.
Yes,
it's no longer about
exactly.
whatever is falling on you and stuff like that. Every single track made very good sense.
Look at who says he's not coming for my wedding. Yo,
he's talented.
On to the next story, we have Fireboy DML, who has finally released the long-awaited second studio album, Apollo. The 17-track album includes Eli, Tattoo, and New York City Girl, as well as appearances from The Smoke, Wande Cole, and Olamide. Speaking about the album, the singer said, "This album is about evolution, growth, love, and pain. Gratitude to God for blessings. Gratitude to everyone who worked with me on this album. Gratitude to my team, YBNL Empire, my family, and the Kings who blessed this project with their presence."
Okay.
What do you guys think about Apollo?
No, I've not listened to it, so
I've listened to a couple of his tracks.
Yeah.
I'm yet to get onto the Fireboy train.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because I'm older than the generation he's targeting, but I do love the youthful feel.
Yep.
And I think it's an exportable type of music.
Yeah. I listened to Eli. Yeah, in fact, there was a song I was listening to this morning in the makeup room when Dupe said, "Oh, you didn't know
we
that."
do have a wake-up room, actually.
The makeup room when Dupe told me that, that's from the album as well. So I didn't even know, but I'm yet to get a hang of it. I guess it's because I'm still attached to my dear husband, of course. But I think by this weekend, I'm sure I would. You know, another thing about albums or songs, airplay. The more you listen to it, the more you might get addicted, or the more you might disconnect.
It might also not be the best time to release an album right now because everybody's still talking about Twice as Tall. I mean, imagine we just went back to Twice as Tall, even on this conversation.
So some people are fantasizing. They said fantasy is a sign of a healthy mind. Let some people be fantasizing about some weddings that some people's tire will bust on their way to the wedding.
And that you will be my chief bridesman.
Are you okay? All right, but this one really interests me as Nollywood acts protest for the federal government to reopen cinemas. Various Nollywood actors and filmmakers have taken to their respective Instagram pages to express their displeasure over the continuous closure of Nigerian cinemas using the hashtags #SaveCinema and #SaveEntertainment. Entertainers are asking that the federal government reopen cinemas. Now, despite the social distancing measures in place, movie practitioners such as Omotola Jalade Kehinde shared on her Instagram page that, and I quote, "I believe cinemas are easier to monitor and regulate. If other indoor places are open, why not cinemas? Temperature checks, masks, distancing, etc. We need to work together to ensure safer ways to keep the arts going. Many livelihoods depend on this. It can and must be done as safely as possible. #SaveCinemas." Now, something about this, do you know the funny thing? Well, the person who started this trend is not a filmmaker. He's not even an entertainer.
Oh, really?
Akin Alebi.
Oh, yes.
He just, I remember, he just put up that post someday, like, look, these people are paying rent on this thing. A lot of places, business has been opened to a large extent.
Yes.
Why not this one? And then he now put on that post. He now called out entertainers and said, "What are you guys doing? You are the ones who are the major beneficiaries of this. Of course, apart from entertainment, you give us and the other people who are also surviving on this." And then immediately, so I love that they didn't attack him. I love that they just picked it up. Murtala and all of that, they picked it up.
My concern is that the cinemas can actually use this time to actually do other work because the virus is not the only thing that we should be concerned about when it comes to cinemas. I've been in cinemas that are very unhealthy, virus aside. I've been in cinemas where rats crossed my legs in Lagos here. I've been in cinemas where you see congealed food in corners. So have they used this time to actually make sure the facilities are better?
Oh, wow. Okay, so finally, before we wrap up, we have Nigerian artists make Barack Obama's 2020 summer playlist through to his yearly tradition. Former United States of America's President Barack Obama has shared the list of songs that have been getting him through the quarantine summer. The former poster took to his Instagram to share his playlist, writing, "Over the past few months, I have spent a lot of time listening to music with my family. I wanted to share some of my favorites from this summer, including songs from some of the artists performing at this week's DEM convention. As always, it is a mix of genres that travel through various eras." I think there's something in here for everybody. Hope you enjoy. This year's list includes Smile by Wizkid featuring Heart by Be Honest by Georgia Smith featuring Burna Boy, Know Your Worth remix by Khalid featuring Disclosure, Davido, and Thames. Other notable acts that made the playlist include Shatta Wale on his feature with Beyonce and Major Lazer on Already, Rihanna, Drake, Megan Thee Stallion, J. Cole, John Legend, and others.
So, you know, I just Shatta Wale, he deleted all the pictures on his page and left only the one with Beyonce.
Of course, now which other one matters?
Someone say, if it's me, I will delete my life and keep going that one. But yeah, Black is King,
Black is King.
That's great. All right, that's all we can take.
It was an interesting time on Entertainment Roundup.
Yeah,
we don't have enough time, but it was good.
We're going to break and we will be right back. Do not go anywhere. It's game
Alrighty.
So we have Mazino ready to take us away.
So let me let you guys know what we're doing today. Today is all about impersonations. It's going to be very fun. And of course, we have an expert in the house who's going to lead the game today. We have a teacup with names in it. And these are names of all the presenters here on Wake Up Nigeria. So you pick a name.
Including those that are not here?
Including those that aren't on today's show. So you pick a piece of paper. If you pick your name, you put it back in. Once you pick it, you go over to our space there, and then you start performing. And like they always say, it's ladies first. So
no, I'm doing this lady here.
Mademoiselle, make sure you pick a good one.
My ancestors.
Hurry, Jari. This is Juju. Okay. Oh, you picked two. You picked two. Okay, it's one. Okay, make sure you don't tell us. We'll try and guess who it is. So
we're going to guess.
Yes, we're going to guess.
Oh my days.
You go on.
Oh, can I pick again?
No. Go.
So hard.
We'll be expecting to see you. Mike, you get ready because you're going to be picking next. I have to stay and moderate all of this. So if you don't mind, it's going to be very interesting. I'm expecting to see a very, very fantastic performance.
So how long would you, it depends on what you can remember about the person, because I'm thinking...
You have to remember all the little mannerisms, all the little quirks, all the nuances and everything. You get. So that's why I've been studying all your social media pages.
All right, let's see. We'll see. We'll see what you can pick up about that.
All right. So...
Okay, so you're not supposed to tell us, You're supposed to do it and then we try to guess or something?
Okay, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
We think we'll know when you open your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
you're an expert,
ahead.
Remember.
All right, go ahead. But let's see what you have.
Okay. I need a stool.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Don't tell me that you picked...
I better get this right.
No, you didn't pick me. You know, don't say so. Yeah,
who is this?
What's that? What's that supposed to be?
All right.
Yo, stop making me laugh. Top of the morning, people. This is Sports News. My name is Mike Mesikenor. I couldn't keep
Terrible.
You forgot the classic move.
That was bad. That was terrible.
Okay, let's see the classic move. Let's see the classic move now.
That's terrible.
The classic one.
The classic move that everybody knows.
That should not have been me, man.
All right.
Yes.
What's that? What's that? What did you just do now, Tope? What did you do?
I can do this. I can do this. Yes, the wake up night.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. If it's like this, you will not win King of Boys Challenge, yo. Is this how you went to win King of Boys Challenge? What's this?
Oh, yeah, wait now.
Come on, it.
Wait, one more. Tope's got one more.
Ogbeni.
Tope, wait, let's see this one. Do it. Let's do it.
Okay, see. Ogbeni, you know that thing you don't. There's too many. I can't, Mike. I'm so sorry. I give up.
Come back.
Okay, so I'm putting a petition to Kenya.
They're crying. Oh, wow. No, but that was the one with the knees.
Yes,
no.
Spot on. That was Mike.
Mike. Let's go.
This is revenge. Don't be vexed. Don't vex.
I pray you take Tope.
Don't vex. All right, it's okay.
Wow.
Just one. I hope it's a good one. Don't tell us. You just go over. Oh, wow.
I'm concerned.
That was beautiful. I liked it.
It was?
If I had taken that one, you know what I would have done?
What? You got it. I feel like there's so many things Mike does that I couldn't even remember off the top of my head.
Wow. All right, are we ready for Mike? Where's Mike?
Are you
all right,
ready
Mike
for
is
us?
coming.
So
all right,
are you all, I don't know, maybe for this one you guys are going to ask me a question and I would answer, because
okay,
this should be like maybe one of the easiest.
Or should it be a question on entertainment?
Easiest.
Should it be a question on entertainment or what?
Okay, so ask me a question, let me answer, and then I'll do, because if I do the first one, you already know who the person is. So just maybe ask me a question on anything.
Okay, so...
Or just tell me to round up.
So, so how's the...
Round up, time to round up.
Okay, so just, why don't you, yeah, so we're going to Mike now. Oh, no, we're not rounding up that one.
Yes.
So, Mike, let's have your opinion on the PSB match. Oh, that's not Mike.
So, you see, the thing is not PSG. You see, the thing is... Lyon, it's not about PSG. Let's go from the other side. Lyon You have to look at it from the other way. You have to look at it from the other angle.
Is that Titi?
Because it's not about PSG, doesn't matter here. It's Leon. Leon is the... Because if Leon did not pass the ball, he would not have gotten to PSG.
Mike, you're horrible.
Mike, you're terrible.
You're horrible.
Who is this?
I even knew who you all knew who it was.
Who?
Mike, you're horrible.
Who are you trying to be?
People still don't know.
No.
Do another one.
Do another one.
We've done that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to do a very obvious one.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Okay, no, it has to be something on the show, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's Friday. It's
Is that Titi?
Titi. You're so funny.
Is that Titi?
Yeah, it's Titi. Now it's your turn, Mazino.
Mazino, you're actually still asking.
While we wait for...
You need Koboko Mazino yourself.
There's a classic... I picked my name.
Okay.
There's a classic Titi move he didn't get. That's why I was asking if it's Titi.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to need my phone for this one.
Okay.
And I brought a prop.
You bought a prop. You came prepared, bro.
You did what you want to do. Let's go. Yeah, since you're the game master, let him just go and do whatever he wants to do.
If you don't do this thing well, okay.
Okay.
But you, Titi is more like, it's game day.
Why didn't you do it?
Why, is it not you that need to go and carry of all people?
Yeah. This is like one king of bird challenge. I'm calling Kemi Adetiba this morning.
Please, I'm an actor, not an impersonator.
Madam, impersonation is acting.
It's not acting.
What's this one saying?
Embarrass yourself on TV.
It's acting also.
Mazino is going to get into character.
I don't know how to wear this, but I'm going to try.
It cannot be me. That can't be me. What the hell?
Huh? Uncle?
Okay.
This
okay.
Oh, Shay.
It's traffic updates. So that's me.
And on traffic today, from Shasha bus stop, from Idimu, going to Dokmaimo is going to be very free. And you guys are going to like the traffic onward. Do you guys get it now?
Mary?
Notice the swag.
Wait, if it's with the swag, is that not with the swag?
She always stands like this.
No, I know who you are impersonating. O'Shea Baddest.
Who's that?
O'Shea Baddest. Who?
No. O'Shea Baddest is not on this show.
That's how this O'Shea Baddest started.
So who is it?
Mary.
Boom! It is Mary. Did I get it? Did I get her stance right?
People still don't get it. I say O'Shea. That's how O'Shea started. But Mazino, nice one.
Thank you.
For effort.
Thank you.
For effort.
Thank
for
you.
effort. Nice
Who's
one.
picking
nice
next?
One.
Anybody picking?
What?
Is anybody going to pick? Let's do one more.
Okay.
What done? What done? Let's
done.
work different. We'll do all of that in the kitchen. We'll try the remaining ones. We have left. You want to try
Okay,
let's go to the kitchen and try that one.
I could do in the kitchen.
Let's try that one.
Do you have your my phone isn't here. Do you?
Doctor, come and sit down. Come and sit down. Come and sit down and do You know likes food. Likes food.
Is more like, okay, yes. Welcome to Life Hacks, people. So today, I just got a quick tip for you on how to style your hair in 5 different ways that could totally go.
I really wish we had done. You should have done the classic TT.
This I want to show you life hack. How to change your cooking pan into a face cap. You bend the cap like this. Give me scissors. You cut the handle.
I wish you had done. Who did? He did Titi. Mike, you missed out on one.
Life hack. Which one?
For Titi.
It's game day. No, you did it, but you didn't do it well.
You didn't do it well, yeah.
MM would say for my Ikorodu people, I have you on lockdown.
On lockdown.
So we'll cut the hand of this one. And I'll put it. That's it. But hey,
let's not take the attention away from Nat.
So Nat, tell us what's up.
Nat. Okay, all right.
Okay, today we actually made Latinos burrito.
Okay.
And burrito consists of, we have our flour tortilla, then we have our veggies, cucumber, carrots, lettuce, egg, refried beans, cheese, and plantain.
So this is the open
version.
Open version and lockdown.
This is a closed system. Yeah. Lockdown. That's open version.
This quarantine. This
quarantine, eh? So
social distance.
Okay, so who have we not tried out? We've done everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you guys didn't do me.
Okay, Mazino. Let's try Mazino on food. Make Mazino when he's eating.
I think that's the one that you...
try that. You're going to have to eat Mazino when it's
Wait, can I eat the one that is closed?
Okay.
This is
Okay.
You like the closed version?
The quarantine
version.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
The lockdown
Mazino
version.
when he's eating. Oh, yeah, he ate yesterday. Okay, I could try.
Let me see. I wonder what it's going to be.
Oh.
You know, his body will shake him. The thing will be sweeting him inside.
You ready? Easy?
You know, I could totally taste the flavors, the spices, the herbs.
Oh my goodness! I'll give you a pass.
I would tell my wife to make this.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pass.
to enter inside.
No. No, and his daughter, I don't know for his wife.
Bravo, 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 bravo. And of course,
this was amazing.
Chef Nat.
Wonderful, wonderful one.
That's beautiful.
It's been a wonderful time. Thank you everyone for being a part of this show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I hope an amazing week, guys.
Yeah, it
Remember
has.
to binge watch on our episodes over the weekend. And we're definitely going to see you on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.